There's a spectrum of actors you highlight, from the feminists, the ideologues, the civil society actors, to governments, to international organizations. What range of actions do you think is the best way to actually address it now? Because much as I think we need to raise, awareness about the problems, I'd also love a chance to think about what the solution is and how we can move forward.
Right. Well, I think the solutions belong on many levels. Kind of the ultimate solution, I'm not a policymaker, but my quickest answer to what can we do is destroy the patriarchy. How can we destroy the patriarchy takes many levels. And I think whenever I'm asked at gatherings like this, what can I do to help you and women from your background, I say nothing. You as individuals can do nothing, because only we can help ourselves. I didn't write this book because I want anyone to come and rescue us. I'm not waiting for someone to come and save us. Only we can save ourselves, and only we can have this fight. But what you as individuals can do on a local level, in every country I travel, there is obviously examples of misogyny. So I say, fight the misogyny in your country. Because believe me, when the Muslim Brotherhood or the state or anybody in my country finds out about a case like Purvi Patel, or finds out that women in the US don't get equal pay, or you haven't had a woman president yet, the first thing they say to me is, don't you know they beat women up in America as well? Don't you know that a rape happens every 4 minutes in America as well? So their excuse is always that there's misogyny over there. Of course there is. There's misogyny everywhere. So I say, fight the misogyny in your own community, because that lifts up feminism on a global level. Because that way, you won't have anyone over there saying, well, it's just as bad. Because the easiest way to shut down feminist discussions, or a discussion on about the importance of feminism, is to say, well, it happens everywhere. Shrug. What can I do? It happens everywhere. So fight it. Exactly.
Accept it. Fight
it wherever you are, and don't accept it. That's the thing. Yeah. I think in a lot of the Western contexts I speak in, people have gotten to this place of complacency, which is incredibly dangerous. A lot of my second-wave feminist friends, like Robin Morgan and Gloria Steinem, a lot of them will tell you that the fights that they were having on the barricades in the 60s and the 70s have come back. I went to Beijing in 1995, and the Beijing platform was one of the most progressive platforms on reproductive rights. We have not been able to, as a global community, have another women's conference. You know why? Because all these religious fundamentalists, in concert with the Vatican, will destroy what we were able to produce in Beijing, because of the religious fundamentalists and the regimes who support them. So fight it in your own community, and fight complacency. On a political level, ask your politicians why they are silent when they buy billions of dollars worth of oil from Saudi Arabia, sell Saudi Arabia billions of dollars worth of weapons, and they know what Saudi Arabia does to women. The Swedish foreign minister tried to say something about this, and she was banned from speaking at the Arab League. But worse, in Sweden, this paragon of feminism, she was attacked by the business community because they didn't want to lose money. She was attacked by politicians for being too emotional. Too emotional. This is the Swedish foreign minister. And again, misogyny has not been erased anywhere. So on a political level, ask your politicians why they're shamefully silent, and they basically throw women away like cheap currency and bargaining chips when they sit with our regimes. Now, again, I'm not saying in the way that Laura Bush did when she took over the presidential address just before this country invaded Afghanistan. We are invading Afghanistan to liberate the women from their burqas, which was just ludicrous. This is not why this country invaded Afghanistan. So I'm not asking for anyone to invade, because most Western countries have terrible records when it comes to colonialism and imperialism in my part of the world, and hypocrisy when it comes to using women's issues. So don't come invading us for our sake, but talk to your politicians about why they are hypocritical when it comes to women's issues, and why they are so easily able to strike these deals.